The law is inseparable from love. There is this idea that the law is not about faith, that it's not about love, that instead it's about seeking after our own wisdom, that instead it's about seeking to make ourselves into something, that it separates us from the Creator. And this would make sense that we might believe this, especially if that's what we hear over and over, especially if we haven't seen what the law itself says, and especially if we're thinking about the law as if it's some kind of separate thing, some independent thing from the Creator himself. I think we need to take into consideration who is the author of the law. The author of it, the creator of the law, is the Creator. And according to Deuteronomy 12:28, the law is what is good and right in his sight. And the only reason that someone would even care about the law, that someone would genuinely seek after the law, is because they care about what the Creator says is good and right. And they care about loving and serving the Creator with all of their heart. Love is actually inseparable from the law, and faith is inseparable from the law. Instead, it is at the very core of it. In Deuteronomy 6:5, we are given the command, "And you shall love Yahuwah your Elohim in all of your heart, and in all of your being, and in all of your fullness." Or as we've probably heard elsewhere, all of your heart, soul, and strength. This is a command that all of us have heard of. And yet, it is a command from the law. Part of the law is that we are loving the Creator with all of our being. We are loving him in all of our heart. Loving him is at the root of the law. Loving him and keeping his commandments are connected together. Exodus 20, verse 6, describes him by saying he is one doing kindness to thousands, to ones loving me, and to ones guarding my commandments. Clearly, these two things are not mutually exclusive. Instead, they are connected together repeatedly. And we are told in Deuteronomy 10:12, "And now, Israel, what is Yahuwah your Elohim asking from you, but only to fear Yahuwah your Elohim, to go in all of his ways, and to love him, and to serve Yahuwah your Elohim in all your heart and in all your being." Part of the law is to love him in all of our heart and in all of our being, and to serve him in all of our heart and all of our being. Going in all of his ways, being concerned with his commands and seeking after him through them, is a part of loving him. It is a part of serving him with all of our heart. And Deuteronomy 30, verses 6 through 8, tell us about in the future, when our hearts are circumcised, what will take place. "And Yahuwah your Elohim shall circumcise your heart and heart of your seed, to love Yahuwah your Elohim in all of your heart. And you shall do all of his commandments, which I am commanding you today." When the hearts of the people are circumcised, so that they are truly loving him, truly loving the Creator in all of their heart, fully pursuing after him in love, what will result is that they are going to do all of his commandments. Loving him fully is inseparable from seeking after his commands. They are repeatedly connected together. And on the other hand, dismissing his commands, not seeking after what he has commanded, not following or keeping his law, is actually connected with forgetting him. Deuteronomy 8:11 says, "Beware, lest you shall forget Yahuwah your Elohim by not guarding his commands." If we were seeking after our own understanding, if we were concerned with our own wisdom and with the dictates of our heart, we would not be paying attention to his law, to what he commanded as good and right. That would be irrelevant to us. The only reason that the law matters is because of love for him, is because of faith in him. This is why it is important. Love is inseparable from the law. He has commanded us to love him with his commandments, by serving him in all of our heart, by serving him according to what he deems good and right in his sight.